I'll ask him. I'll ask him.
Something.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order again. It is Tuesday, May 9th, 2023. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning.
lawsuit.
Again, we're back.
Okay, minutes and reports received and filed.
We have the treasurer's April 2023 reconciliation report.
Okay, Commissioner Committee liaison reports, upcoming meetings and events.
Warrensville citywide cleanup, if you're looking for some good furniture today. It got picked through over the weekend, though I will warn you. I got an HBA board meeting this afternoon, planning commission meeting tonight, MAC board meeting tomorrow, HBA general membership meeting Wednesday. We got trench pre-bid Thursday morning. Jeff City Regional Economic Partners Board of Investor meeting Thursday afternoon. Chiefs meeting Thursday evening. Mother's Day on Sunday. Don't forget your moms. And then happy Teachers and Happy Nurses Week this week, so
I think it's nurses all month, isn't it?
there we go.
Just this week.
Just this week? Oh.
6 to the 12th, I believe.
Okay, this is, we still have quite a few ARPAs this week, or did we?
Yes, I think the one today is canceled for the
Wednesday's
library.
Can't, that one's, okay.
I'll double check.
I thought that was today, the library.
Yeah, I think that one's.
That's
It's canceled, I
It's canceled,
think.
okay. Got Russellville yet? Today?
Today? No, that one was taken off.
Tomorrow is a Salute to America, 23. Thursday, West Central County Commissioners in Osceola,
Yep.
not Osceola, Osceola.
Yeah, we'll drive in the rain.
Let's see. That's it.
Okay, well, this afternoon, I'm going to Eugene High School to give some scholarship awards. And then tomorrow is the Central Workforce Development Board meeting. Thursday, Osceola. Chiefs meeting, it's also the Chamber Barbecue on Thursday. Friday is Renegades Coffee. Saturday's Sun American Revolution meeting. Sunday, I'm giving an award at the NROTC graduation to a midshipman at MU. Monday, Cap Region Foundation meeting, and then the Chamber Workforce meeting is also on Monday. So that's all I've got. Any commission comments? Bids and contracts. Annual contract renewal with electronic medical record Patagonia.
Good morning.
Morning.
We've had really good luck with Patagonia. It's our electronic medical record. For the last, I think, year and a half, we've been paying for this out of the epidemiology for lab capacity contract. Normally it comes out of IT's budget, but since this contract allows EMRs to be paid for, we've been paying for it out of that contract. And that contract is supposed to expire in June, but they're extending it until next June of 2024. So we want to go ahead and pay for a whole year of this contract because we do get a little discount that way. And Brian was in on the call that we did with the company for the renewal, and he's agreement that, you know, we should continue to use this contractor. So we added that communicator app a few months ago, but with the discount we get for doing a year, we actually are still going down about $30 a month. So that's
Well, as
what
long
we'd
as
like
it's
to
okay
do.
with Brian, then
Yep,
that's,
Brian says okay?
yeah. Okay.
It's on us,
It's-
Yep.
Make a motion to renew the annual contract with Electronic Medical Records Patagonia.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Bless you.
Thank you.
Renewal 1 of 2021-17 banking services.
This is the first renewal for the county banking services with Central Bank. In the original contract, there were 2 interest options where the county chose option 2. I've been working with Eric, Mark, and Debbie on this, and with the renewal, we'd like to switch to option 1, which we did run past Jill, and she's okay with it. The interest option should be attached for you guys to see. So today, we're just needing approval on signing of the renewal with Central Bank, and it's a 2-year renewal.
And you got the contract?
Yes.
Okay. Make a motion to sign the contract renewal for banking services and adjust the interest options from option 2 to option 1 as stated within the 2021-17 RFP.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Bid award for 2023-13 vehicle equipment install and repair services.
We bid out the vehicle equipment and install repair services for the sheriff's department. There were 2 vendors that submitted a response, which was Wireless USA and Turnkey Mobile. In speaking with the sheriff, we believe it would be best to do a multiple vendor award like we do with the public works at the first of the year. So our recommendation is to award 2023-13 to the lowest and best bid with availability.
Okay.
Yes.
We're just doing the award today, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'll make a motion to award the vehicle equipment install repair services to lowest and best available.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Do we have any unfinished business? New business, accounts payable review.
I'd ask for approval of accounts payable pending review.
Motion to approve accounts payable pending review.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Water user extension agreement with PWSD number 4 for a multimodal transload facility.
So with the construction of that facility, we have to get water to the site. And this is just a standard agreement that the water district uses when providing water to a new customer. In the case especially where there has to be some infrastructure installed first. And so the agreement just spells out that the county will install the infrastructure and that it in compliance with their standards, which that is in process with the project, and then that the water district will hook up and provide the water. And we recommend approval of this agreement.
I'm good.
Any questions?
Nope.
Third page.
Okay. No initials, right?
Make a motion to sign the water user extension agreement with Cole County Public Water Supply District number 4.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agreement for professional engineering services update to Cole County Traffic Safety Manual.
So this agreement is with Bartlett and West in the amount of $14,000. The current traffic manual was adopted in 2001, and many traffic control standards have changed since then, and we need to update the manual. This is the primary document used for evaluating requests and making recommendations to the Traffic and Safety Advisory Board for implementation throughout the county. It also contains policies and standards that we use in our department for many engineering, construction, and maintenance operations. So we would recommend approval of this agreement with Bartlett and West. And do have a copy, and I think I sent it to you, of the current manual done in 2001. So it's been well served, but it's outdated and it does need to be revised. This agreement, what they'll do is basically write a new book. So it contains them making the recommendations. We'll go through a process of review, probably allow the Traffic and Safety Advisory Board an opportunity to see the revision, and then once we're all good, they'll finalize the document and be done. questions?
2001, I'm sure things haven't changed that much, have they, in 22 years?
I got married in 2001, so.
Whoa,
Sam's still driving about 4 cars that he bought back then.
70s.
So we recommend approval of an update to the traffic manual.
No, I'm good.
I'm thinking,
I'll make a motion to sign the agreement with Bartlett and West, did you say? For the update to the Cole County Traffic Safety Manual in the amount of $14,000.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thanks, sir. Okay. Follow-up discussion for implementation of central maintenance.
So back about a month ago, April 11th, we had a meeting with the various county departments. Actually, pretty much everybody was in attendance to discuss the prospect of the county, basically the county maintenance mechanic shop taking over maintenance of all county vehicles. And we've had been doing periodically some of the different departments throughout the years. EMS, we did ambulances as kind of a trial, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, just to kind of see how that would work. At the time, it worked. It was just too much for our crews to handle. And so we had not been doing that for some time. We do work for facilities maintenance on their 2 trucks. But as we've discussed this and kind of rolled out this plan, it goes back to maybe earlier in the year when we made a formal presentation about how it could be phased in, what the process would be. So what we're recommending now is that we implement phase 1 of central maintenance. It would come with the promotion of Tyler Clark to the central maintenance supervisor. We would operate with the current staff that we have. There's Tyler plus 2 more mechanics. We've recently hired a new graduate from State Technical College, and he'll start on Monday to replace a former employee that had resigned to take a different job. So as we build out that team, Tyler's team will take on what we would, is in phase 1 of the plan, and that would be all departments except for sheriff and EMS. Those 2 are pretty large, and we need to implement a phased approach to this, because as we gain 1 or the second of those, we need more space in our shop. So with phase 1, we can operate with our current staff and in our current facilities as is, and we're able to take on those vehicles. And it's approximately 17 vehicles, and then there's some additional equipment, trailers and whatnot that we would maintain as well. Those typically don't require a lot of routine maintenance. However, as things break, they do need to be repaired, and so we would do those items. Anything that will come into our shop will get a thorough inspection. We'll do them at least yearly, but anytime something comes in for maintenance, we'll do a thorough inspection. And I think I covered most of that, but again, we do not recommend adding any more employees at this time for phase 1. In fact, over the past, going back at least 5 years, or within the past 5 years, we've worked to improve our fleet in public works, and also work to improve our maintenance of our equipment. And in doing that, it's freed up our staff to be able to take on projects such as changing out dump truck beds, the distributor truck that we're building. Tyler would be here today, but he had to go to Kansas City to pick up parts to take the truck that we're gonna change over to the distributor. So we're able to do things like that, new tasks that we normally would have shipped out. So as we're freeing up and our equipment's being maintained better because it's newer and we're able to take care of it better, we feel we can add this phase with no new employees. And in fact, the outline that I presented in your packet, it might even be that we don't have to add as many as what we're projecting as we go into phase 2 and 3. But that's really going to be, we'll be able to project that once we see how this rolls out in phase 1. So our recommendation would be to begin phase one of central maintenance, and where the county would maintain, or the county or public works shop would maintain everything except for sheriff and EMS. Phase two would be addition of sheriff vehicles, and then phase three would be addition of EMS. So, any questions or comments?
Nope.
Just the only comment was, document, track to see how this is, compares to what we've experienced by shipping all that out. And so at the end of the day, we can look back and say, that was a brilliant move. We got to tweak this. Wasn't a brilliant move, that kind of thing.
We, through our cartograph system, we can manage our vehicles as well, which we do right now for ours, and we'll be tracking cost on each vehicle, expenses. Also, we can track, over the past, within a year or so, we'll be able to compare to previous year and what each department spent on oil changes and repairs. The main savings are gonna come in less labor charges. Shop rates are upwards of $85 an hour. Ours obviously be a lot less, and then not having to pay retail for parts. But with it only being 17 vehicles, it's not gonna be tremendous in that phase one. You'll see the savings more in phase 2 and 3.
This is the first bite of the apple, and the third bite is the ambulance. There's a big bite in between, like 60-plus vehicles of the sheriff. Is there just a reason that you're saving, are you putting a big bite in the second one instead of the third one? Just curious.
EMS, it's just a different type of piece of equipment. Not that, sheriff is emergency as well.
Our cars are a lot easier to maintain than the ambulances.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ambulances require a bit of training, a training component involved with being able to maintain those that we will have to provide between now and phase 3. We'll have that done.
I will add, I mentioned earlier, phase one, we don't have to do anything to our current facility. Phase two, we're gonna have to add on to the shop. The part where we poured the concrete and have the hoist right now, we would actually close that with a taller ceiling. Currently, we can't raise our dump trucks all the way up inside of our facility right now. So the addition would be strictly for public works vehicles, and then the current area would be for the addition of the sheriff, and then whatever else we were already maintaining.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
so we recommend approval of phase one central maintenance. Seeing no questions, I guess we entertain a motion to approve that.
Make a motion to approve phase one of central maintenance.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right, thank you.
Okay, approval and signing of change order number 2 for Health Department driveway.
So this is the final change order for closeout documents for the health department driveway. Primary reason for additional costs is an increase in type A curb and gutter. The primary reason for less work is less base rock, aggregate base, pavement, and pipes. There is one change for a pavement to the contractor for work done for the pipeline. This item was actually reimbursed to the county by the pipeline, and I do have the reimbursement check with me for Debbie. Overall, this change order is a decrease in the cost of construction by $4,214.85.
Okay, this is the final closeout, the whole project's done then, right?
So, once I get this signed, I can send and get the closeout documents, and then, we'll be done with that project.
Okay, turned out nice.
Yeah, so that's same thickness as a city street.
It's 6 inches.
Okay, because I was told, trying to get buses to come, that their buses were too heavy for our road. Just asking.
It'd be easy to get in, not so easy to get out, wouldn't it? I mean, the other drive has got a little more character to it.
The one that's going straight up the hill?
No, I mean, the Serpentine Drive.
Right.
I'm not sure. I saw some back and forth on whether the bus could get in, get out, didn't I?
I don't think there's any issue with the bus going
Yeah,
there. I don't think so.
I was
I
trying
thought
to
they
get the
pushed,
buses
didn't they push
to
back?
come up, and the city said, it couldn't, yeah, they couldn't do that. But, you know, at one time, the bus stops at the bottom of the hill, they wanted us to do the zigzag for people to get up there. And we do have, we have mothers with carrying babies and lots of kids and stuff. So I thought the bus making a loop up and dropping off there made a lot of sense. But anyway, I just wondering, because one of the reasons why they can't do it is that their buses are too heavy for our.
No, it's 6 inches thick, standard thickness for.
Your garbage truck that drives up there in weeks.
Oh my God, they could be cracking our.
Standard street thickness.
Okay.
That should be reasonable
Okay.
thickness.
I'll make a motion to approve and sign change order number 2, which is a reduction in cost of $4,214.85 on the Health Department driveway project.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Signing of surplus titles, Public Works.
Public Works is going to be selling 3 pickups and 2 trailers. So I would like signing these. The years are on there if you want the years, but.
Does this take one motion or many motions?
Not sure on that. These are all items that have been replaced with newer model. So,
I would just say 3 trucks and 2 trailers.
I'll make a motion to sign the title releases on, what did you say?
3 trucks and 2 titles.
3 trucks,
And 2 trailers.
2 trailers.
Now you wanna get rid
2
of
trailers.
Yeah. Sorry.
On the Public Works inventory of vehicles and trailers.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Signing of agreement with Policy Tech for the Health Department.
So some time ago, when EMS implemented Policy Tech for their policies, which I think Sheriff's Office have it too, the Health Department piggybacked on their contract and were able to get additional users for our policies. Well, EMS is moving away from that system, so we thought we would too. And Brian had a solution that he wanted us to look at. When we got to looking at that solution, it was going to be about $23,000 to convert all our policies over to that solution. So we just checked back with Policy Tech to see how much it would cost to just renew our current contract. And because we went from 105 users down to just 25, they gave us like a $700 credit, and to renew that contract is $2,100. So we decided we liked $2,100 better than $23,000, and we would like to renew our agreement with Policy Tech and pay for it out of the epidemiology for lab capacity contract.
Yeah, I like 21 better than the 20,000.
Yeah, it's like too many zeros on that one. So the invoice is kind of confusing because it has the invoice for the 25 users, then it has that credit on the back, but just need you to sign the front. So you're
Don't matter.
That doesn't matter.
I'll offer a motion to sign the agreement with Policy Tech for the Cole County Health Department.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Gosh, do we have anything else?
Can I mention something else about that epidemiology for lab capacity contract? So as I mentioned, we're gonna get a contract amendment to extend it for another year. And we still have probably about $180,000 that we didn't spend that will get extended till June of 2024. And then DHSS is also saying that additional money is gonna come, and they think it'll be about half of what the original contract was, where our original contract was $528,000. So we could get another $200,000 to $250,000. And of course, there's restrictions on what we could use it for. And around the office, we've been cleaning, and we've been there about 5 years now. So some of the desks that we got from St. Mary's out of the old hospital, they're not really working in the offices, so we want to get a few new desks. We're working with Jessica on that. And then we want to do something about our laboratory. Part of, obviously, it's the epidemiology for lab capacity contract, so that is totally allowable cost. But the other day, Jen had someone in there, and when they were giving blood in the blood draw chair, they passed out. And it's a chair, so she had to take them down to the floor and yell for help. So we would like, and the cabinets in there, they're old, and like one of them's missing a door. You know, we didn't do anything to the lab when we moved it. So we would like to, when we get this contract extension, get a quote to redo the lab cabinets and put a maybe more like the chair like you get blood in, where you can lay down one side or the other. People can recline, because some people just don't do well when, you know, doing lab draws. We'd like to be able to recline them. It'd be a lot safer for our clients and obviously for our nurses too. And then we have 2 little bitty offices that no one uses because they're very strange, that we would like to take out the wall, which coincidentally doesn't even go all the way to the ceiling. It's like a false wall. We want to remodel the office to make a new clinic manager office right by. So there's some, after being in there for 5 years, we've kind of identified some things that we would like to improve, and we would like to utilize that contract money to do that. I just want to kind of give you a heads up, and we can wait to get the quotes until we have the contract. But I think redoing the lab would be a great use of money. It'd be better for our staff and better for our clients too, because it was a scary few moments for Jen when the person went down. So,
Okay.
does that make sense? Do you want us to wait till we get that contract to start soliciting bids, or can we start working with Jessica on that?
Be pretty sure it's coming through.
Yeah. I mean, they're
When-
gonna, number one, they're gonna extend it, which we have money, and then if we get additional, we'll really have plenty of money to do those projects.
When will this be? This,
Well, the current contract expires June of this year, so we're gonna get the contract pretty soon to extend it a
okay.
year. And then, once they figure out how much money, we'll get another contract to increase the money, so
Yeah, we reused some old stuff,
we did.
so.
And like I
I
said,
don't
we didn't
remember
do
what kind of shape
anything
it's
to
in.
that
we,
lab.
we scavenged really,
We
really
did.
well.
And now it's like, okay, it's been 5 years. It's kind of like when you get your first apartment, and now it's like, okay, now we can maybe upgrade a little bit, but the lab really needs some reconfiguring to make it better.
We did that, the old St. Mary's, and Dr. Cameron's office,
Right.
and we were good scroungers.
Right. So it's okay to maybe start getting bids. I guess if, you know, I wouldn't anticipate that the contract won't come through, but we could also not proceed if we didn't get it. But
I think you were looking to see if you can get on state contract or
those
piggyback,
desks, we
right?
couldn't, and right now the county is over the little limit. So those desks we're just putting off until June, until our little limit things. But I was more talking about like the cabinets in the lab in that office. If we could go ahead and start getting bids for that.
Those weren't on state contract?
Not the desk.
Huh, that's interesting. I thought they
Mhm.
would have been. I saw the emails go through.
I know,
didn't
yeah.
catch that.
The one that was like 8,000 was.
Whoa.
But that was, yeah,
That was
I would rather not go with that one when the
That
other
one was-
bid
Did
was
you go to
half.
MVE and look at theirs?
We went to surplus property out on 179, yes, they
Okay.
don't have anything.
No, well, MVE is,
Oh, we did not go to MV. I
over
know
in
that some of their stuff's
industrial,
pretty
but-
expensive,
I mean,
but we could look there.
Technically, that's not a bid.
Right.
yeah.
I don't know, I'd just get it ready to go, and then when we get the money, then be able
Okay.
to push a button and
That's what we were thinking, and it might,
rather than
well,
have to
for the,
advertise it and then.
like the lab cabinets and stuff, we'll have to put that out for bid, right, to remodel that and do that office.
Are you gonna do a design
So we would like to.
bid? Or are you gonna have it designed and then bid?
I wanted the nurses to kind of think about what they wanted and what would work for them with the space, and what, you know, a chair where people could lay down. So we might have some tentative sketches, but I would imagine that we'll need some help with design.
Kinda like designing your kitchen, if y'all sit down and figure out how you want it,
Right.
so that it moves and you got what you want in there.
Okay. Yeah, I have the nurses working on it. Because they're in there every day, and they gotta figure out.
Yeah, because if you have me design, it's gonna look like a garage. I mean,
Yeah.
so, yeah, absolutely.
Like right now, I mean, it's just little things, like the sink is over here and the paper towel holder's way over there, and then the floor's always wet. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why the paper towel holder, you know, little things like that make the lab a lot better.
Yeah,
All right, we'll start working on it. Thank you.
yeah, I think just have it ready to go.
Okay, do we have anything else?
How much longer do we have this downtown parking moratorium? So have you noticed anybody parking all day in front of the building? Because the way I understand it, that's non-metered, so they can
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Friday, yesterday, the courthouse was closed because it was a state holiday. So there weren't that many here, and the state was off too. Friday was terrible. So, there's a lot of high winds coming in, so that black bag over the 15-minute parking might get blown off in the wind.
Well, I thought it was
You
just
never
for
know.
the non-metered parking.
It is for the non-metered, the 90-minute, and in,
10 minutes
in our,
in front of here. I mean, if you want to stop and pay
Right.
the assessor. or
9 more.
Collector,
It-
then somebody can park here, go to work in the courthouse or
Yeah,
across the street
Yeah.
and take up all of our parking.
Yeah.
So how long is this gonna go on?
the council, under new business, on the first Monday of May, passed the resolution to suspend the limit until the first meeting in June. They did 30 days, but then that didn't quite work with the calendar. So I think the first Monday in June, when they meet, they will revisit to whether to extend it or it expires at that time. And it is, it's not fair to the merchants. And it passed on an 8-1 vote.
Mike Lester was the only one that had,
So
no.
it was not on the agenda.
But even the loading zones, they've got black covered over, so there's no place for UPS. Yesterday there was a Cisco truck on High Street, he just opened up, parked, double parked, put his ramp down, and I mean, so that's what I told UPS, I said, just double park. The loading zones are gone, so they park in those all day too. So it's kind of the Wild West out there now, just park wherever you want.
So can, like, your employees park right outside your building now?
Yes, they
And
can.
over in
Yeah.
front of City Hall, so if anybody wants to use City Hall downtown, could,
Yeah.
if they only use it?
Right now, so.
Yeah, I didn't know it till now.
Okay. I heard it was for a month, I didn't understand
Well,
it.
it
I
was
didn't think it was a good
Senator
idea.
Brown had a bill that was gonna make, just park wherever you want for a mile radius
So
of the Capitol.
then
So-
do we need to get a hold of the city and express our concerns before their next meeting?
Yes.
So.
I have,
that's
as
why I
a
do it
business
as a
owner,
commission.
I
I'd
have.
like to do it as a commission. If you want to make a call or write a letter, I think we need to put our 2 cents in on it.
I will write a letter. I did not do it as presiding commissioner, but I did it as a property owner and farmer businessman.
Sure,
So
and I would-
John Hensley and a lot of Scott Spencer, they've all kind of heard from me. So now I will do it on behalf of the county if you would like me to.
I think we need to. I just didn't think it was a great idea at all. I don't know if it was thought through or just done to maybe try to thwart what
It-
the state had thrown out.
It was. I
Well,
think.
it was, in reference to certain proposed legislation. What's interesting to me is you can park on High Street 24/7, but over at the Capitol, it's 3-hour limited visitor parking
I'm gonna
around
park in
the
Senator
Capitol
Brown's
Drive.
place in a circular
And
garage.
that's where the problem is over there, and we're kind of being
Yeah.
pulled into the,
It's disrespectful to the citizens and merchants of Jeff City.
The 100 block.
It's disrespectful to the taxpayers who want to jump in here and pay their taxes at the collector's office and jump back out because that 10 minutes is now suspended.
Well, there's high winds coming, so that black bag might get blown off. You never know. It's what the forecast was. High winds,
Watch out for this.
50-mile-an-hour winds.
Shut your,
There are
Okay.
surveillance cameras out there.
If you go stealing those off the side.
okay, well, that's all I had. I just wanted to bring it up because I thought we should. I mean, if we want to do this, I think we need to do it as a commission. And
Yes, I will
so
do that.
If you want to draw something.
I will
up,
do
you
that.
can Sign it. Or
They've heard from me already, so now I will. Yes,
So the city has their public works and planning committee meetings the second Thursday of every month, and it'll be this week. I plan to put that on my calendar and just make sure that I can try to be there every month, just because it seems like we got a lot more city-county cooperative things going on, so I'm gonna do that. They might talk about parking at that meeting, because I think that does fall under Public Works. So if you're gonna write a letter, you might do it like today or tomorrow to.
Oh, I will.
Have that in hand on Thursday.
Yeah.
It'll be handwritten.
No, I have all their emails. I have all their emails, so.
I'm just jealous. You got good handwriting.
If one of you is able to attend that meeting and talk about it, that'd be great. We are gonna talk about Wildwood Drive at that meeting.
Good.
And we expect that the city, or at least the committee, would endorse that project moving forward to begin, I guess, the redesign of it and look at possibly construction next year. And if they do endorse that, then we'll probably bring an agreement to the county commission for approval to re-engage CMPS on the engineering. So.
Okay, yes,
I have one thing. This week, Corrective Asphalt is in town doing our pavement preservation seal. 209 Adams, the Pringer Center, and Sallyport is part of that. They will be doing that work after 5 o'clock. If I know the exact dates, I will send an email out and let everybody know.
Is this the treatment that kicks up some dust or sand?
looks like
or-
gravel. Looks like-
With the parking lots, they do not plan on putting sand on it. They're gonna close the parking lot overnight and then have it back open in the morning. So there won't
Okay.
be any sand on it. So we won't have to worry about that.
So will the
It's
lib-
slightly different than the old Loman treatment. that
The
we-
library has some spaces in the Adams, so will they, when are they doing Adams?
I have to find out for sure which
Oh.
night, but it'll be after 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay, I'll let the library
As
know.
soon as I know which nights they're doing it, I'll
Yeah.
send an email out. So.
I think the assessors have a county vehicle parked in there that probably sits there overnight, so we just need to give them a little heads up. We don't have any other ones over there, I don't think. So.
I have something as well. This may be a little bit premature, but we are looking into Stockman's coming in and replacing the concrete around our fuel tanks. And we're still waiting on parts from Newmeyer for those fuel tanks, but we will be down for fuel once that happens. Eric will send out an email to all department directors and to the commission, letting them know that we're probably gonna be down for a few weeks. So it
Ooh.
might behoove the sheriff's department and EMS and everyone else to start thinking of alternate ways to fuel during that time and maybe start looking into what they're going to do.
I thought, didn't we?
You hear that, Sheriff?
Yeah, that Wallace, yeah.
Yeah,
Sheriff, do you hear that?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I already
Around the
spoke
corner.
to the sheriff about it.
Okay, so he's.
we're giving you bicycles and the scooters to,
I was just arranging to have my patrol cars lining High Street, so I didn't know it
Yes, we're
was.
still waiting on a date.
Just kidding.
Tyler and
As
Jessica
far
are
as you
working
know.
together to schedule that and have basically an account or something set up in Wallace Oil for
Yeah.
vehicles to go to.
yeah, because that,
We're just waiting for kind of to know a time frame of when that's actually gonna take place.
Yeah, it's all basically based on Newmeyer getting the parts in for the fuel pumps, which they were supposed to be here the 1st of April.
it's kind of like the health department's generator.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Anything else? I would entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Make a motion to go into closed session pursuant to section 610.021 of the revised statutes of Missouri. The commission will go into closed session to discuss the following: real estate under section 610.021 subsection 2, and legal actions under section 610.021 subsection 1.
Second.
Roll call?
Sam?
Yes.
Harry?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, golly, we're just breezing right in.
Definitely. Yeah.